this week, we're talking about the Mario movie and also a bunch of stuff that Microsoft's working on. So let's just go ahead, together, as a people, and take it out! And welcome to another Sensational Sunday. I'm Mike, and I'm back to talk about the gaming news, which is contradictory to what I'm about to talk about since we're talking about a movie. So unsurprisingly, the Super Mario movie is doing super well, and also unsurprisingly, Mario has beat Sonic again. So the Mario movie had the highest grossing opening weekend for any video game movie. This was previously held by Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which grossed $141 million during its opening weekend. The Mario movie grossed over $377 million worldwide. It's also become the highest grossing video game movie in general, which was previously held by Warcraft. To be honest, I didn't know that movie ended up being that popular, but that grossed $439 million, and the Mario movie is apparently at $508.7 million as of when this article was posted on April 14th. So despite the concerns about the Chris Pratt Mario voice, the movie seems to be doing extremely well. I haven't seen it yet because I'm not big on going to the movies. I just wait for the streaming or Blu-ray release and usually buy them. But I am looking forward to seeing it. I'm wondering if the success of the Mario movie will lead to Nintendo making more movies for some of their other properties like Zelda or Metroid. If you've seen the Mario movie, let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments. But you know what I don't want to hear any thoughts about? Microsoft's new Xbox UI that they were testing, because apparently the feedback wasn't great. I'm not the biggest fan of the current Xbox UI. It feels a bit dated. Microsoft obviously knows this, and we're testing a new UI with people in the Xbox Insiders program starting towards the end of last year. Well, they got feedback on this new UI they were testing, and people let them know that it felt too crowded. So apparently they're going to go back and try to balance the experience for accessibility, function, and the needs of the player according to what Microsoft is saying. I watched a video from last year. This was linked in the article. It's from Tom Warren, senior editor of The Verge. And to me, it does seem slightly worse than the current UI. It seems like they took away some customization options to basically add more space for ads and Game Pass. As far as it being crowded, I would also say that the current UI is crowded, so I think they probably should have focused more on that to begin with, in my opinion, but at least they're taking some feedback and looking to improve it. To be honest, I don't really remember liking any Xbox UI since the 360 with the Blade interface, but I'll also say the same thing about PlayStation with the PS3 interface. That was the last one I liked from them. Obviously, neither company can really go back now because there are so many more apps and services available than back in that era. And of course, they have to show ads to make money, but I do miss having a more simple layout on these consoles. But you know what actually has a pretty good UI? SteamOS. It's the main reason that I haven't installed Windows on my Steam Deck. It's just a way friendlier interface to use on a small touchscreen device than Windows is. Well, there may be some employees at Microsoft looking to change that. So a video leaked from September of last year from Microsoft's Hackathon, which is basically an event where employees can present ideas to management. So some Microsoft employees presented a mock-up of a handheld mode for Windows for devices like the Steam Deck. Now, it addressed things like the UI elements being too small, as well as the keyboard, and the way games deal with the device's shared memory, and even a launcher for various app stores. They also work with the developers behind the Steam Deck Windows controller driver to make the controls work universally across Windows. Currently in Windows, the Steam Deck's controls only work with Steam, and with Valve being heavily invested in SteamOS, it's not likely to change anytime soon as far as first-party support. Even though they made drivers available for Windows, obviously that's not Valve's main focus. Now obviously this was just a pitch presented by an employee, so that doesn't mean anything will come of it. This handheld PC market isn't going anywhere, so it'd be smart for Microsoft to invest the time to make Windows friendlier for smaller screens. This will probably improve the Windows tablet experience as well, so hopefully this does end up being a serious consideration for Microsoft. One thing that we know Microsoft is offering is more options for the Elite controller, and that's what we're talking about in our final story. So it looks like Microsoft has been busy at a Crayola factory or something, making all kinds of new colors available for the Elite Series 2. A few weeks ago, they released a blue and red version of the Elite Series 2 Core, which is basically the same controller but without the extra accessories that you get with the full Series 2, like the back paddles and the extra sticks, etc. You could purchase them separately if you want to, but for their main controllers, the full price ones, are offering even more customization options than a few preset colors. Now, they've had these options for their standard controllers for a while, where you could basically customize your own controller for whatever colors you want. But now for the Elite Controller Series 2, you can choose between 16 main colors, 12 face button colors, 17 accent colors for the buttons and D-pad, and 25 accent colors for the rest of the controllers. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I really just pulled the story because I really like the way the customized version of these controllers look, especially with that metal D-pad. I still use my Series 2 regularly that I won with the Taco Bell Xbox, but I wouldn't mind getting a custom D-pad and thumbsticks for it if Microsoft ever decides to sell those separately. The customization options are enough for me to go out and buy a new controller, but if I didn't have one, I would probably go this route and customize it. So the controller itself starts at $150, but similar to the core, that's not including the accessories. You add all the accessories like the extra D-pads, thumbsticks, back paddles, and charging case, it comes out to $209, which is still more expensive than the regular Black Series 2 that just comes with all that stuff, but it does let you customize all of that, including the accent color on the case. And I'm not even gonna make the case as to why I need to get out of here. I'm just gonna peace out. But let me know what you think down below. Do you like the current Xbox UI? Are you ready to see a change? Again, let me know, and if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to tell a friend, tell a coworker, like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification to be notified when I drop a video or a live stream. And I always do at least 2 things at the same time.